It is 1850 and Jinya finds himself on the streets of Edo, where he's contracted by a merchant at a place called Shibuya to guard the man's daughter. Juzu, who is the merchant, hires Jinya because he feared his daughter was in danger. He leaves his employee Zenji to brief Jinya about the situation. Zenji tells Jinta that he would be guarding the man's daughter and she will be turning 13, and that 3 days ago, she claimed to have seen a demon standing outside her window, and the demon repeatedly said, "Return my daughter to me." He also said that it seems the demon wants to kidnap the girl because it thinks she is its daughter. The girl, whose name is Natsu, appears shortly after and delivers a few harsh words targeted at Jinya. She tells him to leave calling him a scam artist who is trying to make easy money from Juzu by capitalizing on demons that do not exist. She tells Zenji to kick him out immediately and she leaves. Later that night, while Zenji was standing guard outside Natsu's quarters, the supposed demon appears repeating the phrase, "Return my daughter to me," while also reaching for Zenji. But before it could strike, Jinya intervened, blade drawn and movements precise. In one swift motion, he severs the demon's arm, stopping the attack cold. Remaining composed, Jinya attempts to communicate. He asks the demon for its name, but the demon, unrelenting, responds with the same cryptic phrase, "Return my daughter to me." Realizing the creature would not yield, Jinya goes ahead and defeats the demon in a fierce exchange. But even in victory, he remains cautious. He turns to Zenji and notes gravely that the fight is far from over, because the only way a demon dies is if they vanish in a white mist, and this one was black, so it will be back. The next day, Zenji thanks Jinya for saving them and asks him to stay until the demon was truly gone. Jinya asks Zenji to tell him more about Natsu's background, hoping to uncover clues about the demon's strange behavior. Zenji tells him that her actual parents are part of Juzu's extended family, but they passed away. He tells Jinya that she is no demon spawn, because Juzu would not have adopted her. He goes on to say that Juzu's wife was killed by a demon, and his son ran away shortly after. He blamed it all on the demon, which ended up creating intense hatred for demons within Juzu. So he wouldn't have bothered raising Natsu if she was a demon spawn. Later on, Natsu and Juzu are having dinner and he asks her if she was getting along with the bodyguard. She says she is and she trusts her dad's judgment. But she was curious as to why he hired him. Her dad goes on to tell her that Jinya will slay any demon as long he gets paid. His reputation precedes him and he is trustworthy. So he was the best choice for her bodyguard. And she was happy her father believed her about the demon. The episode then cuts to Natsu monologuing about her adopted status and her doubts regarding the emotions and love that Juzu might or might not hold towards her. Tired of being alone with her thoughts, she opens her door seeing Zenji. She is confused as to why he was there, especially cause he couldn't protect her the previous day. He says he will make it up to her by taking her somewhere fun. After a moment of silence, she asked Jinya for his name. When he told her, she acknowledged him, saying her father spoke highly of him and she has decided to put her trust in Jinya. Jinya said that it seems she's very fond of her father and she said yes, because he took her in and gave her a home. He told her that Juzu seems to care about her very much, which made her happy. Jinya said he overheard something about Juzu's lost son, but before he could finish his sentence she cuts him off angrily, saying she knows nothing about the kid that ran away. And Jinya apologizes immediately. Natsu asks Jinya if it is possible for a human and a demon to have a baby together, and he tells her yes, it is possible. She says maybe she actually belongs to the demon that keeps showing up. But Jinya tells her it isn't her parent because he knows who that demon is, and they have history together, so he knows the demon did not give birth to her. Jinya reveals that there are various ways for a demon to be born. Demons can be born between two demons or as a result of demons violating a human woman for fun. Jinta also implies that demons can be born from nothing but the power of emotions, and they can manifest due to an abundance of negative emotions, and that demons who are born from nothing are in the sense emotions with a body of flesh. The demon then appears again, emerging from the shadows with the same haunting presence and the same unchanging words, "Return my daughter to me." Without hesitation, he confronted the creature, pinning it to the ground, and asks Natsu if she wants him to kill it. He tells her that even if he cuts it down now, it will return because it was her emotions that gave birth to the demon. Because of how much she wanted to be her father's real daughter, and suddenly she is being attacked by a monster. He said it will keep coming back and it won't die unless she gets a hold of her emotions. She starts to cry, saying she is the one who needs to be killed. But Zenji tells her that the only thing Jinya is talking about is killing the demon and not her. He tells her to stop thinking that way because her father loves her dearly like a real daughter, but both of them are bad at communicating. Eventually, Natsu overcomes her repressed feelings and orders Jinya to eliminate the demon, an order he obeys. He drew his sword and charged at the demon, and in one smooth motion, he struck the demon down. And this time Jinya confirmed it was dead because the demon disappeared in a white mist. Natsu eventually returned to sleep, but Jinya remained on watch, and for good reason, because the demon returned once again, confirming his suspicion. It wasn't just Natsu's emotions that had drawn it in, there was another woman in Shibuya. Someone else with the potential to become a demon. The daughter the demon keeps talking about, the child that Juzu's wife gave birth to, is in fact Suzune, and he never imagined he would be reunited with this person in this way. He said he had no clear memories of it but would want to know its name at least. The demon once again gave the same reply, saying, "Return my daughter to me." Jinya said he was sorry and hopefully the demon can rest in peace. Jinya lifted his blade one final time and ended her suffering, calling the demon mother. The demon vanished into the night. By morning, the sky had cleared and Jinya was ready to depart. Zenji and Natsu bid him farewell. She thanks him, but he tells them he had gotten his reward, and this was his way of repaying a debt. Before he turned to leave, Jinya offered Natsu a few parting words, a reminder to always return the kindness her father had shown her. And with that he left. Shortly after, Juzu comes out, and Zenji told him he should have come to say goodbye, but he tells him it wasn't necessary because he already knew Jinya would get the job done right from the moment he saw him. Zenji asks him why he has such a high opinion about Jinya, and he says any parent would have faith in their kid. He tells Zenji to better get back to work, or he will demote him to being a shelf stalker, and Zenji rushes away. While Juzu was about to go in, Natsu asks him if there was anything she could help with, because she was told to return the kindness he has shown her. With a gentle smile, Juzu tells her not to worry, and the best way for a child to repay a parent's kindness is by living a long, full life. And that was what would make him happy. The episode ends with Jinya walking into the distance, a faint smile on his face, feeling quietly fulfilled by the job he had completed. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you.